Woo! What's up? What's happening, guys? We are back. We are live again on another Sunday, and we here to talk about it. So y'all already know, man. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share, and tell your people to come in and talk to us, man. Especially as we talk about these different pillars, man, to balance out your life, to start off 2026 and beyond, for you to be a better version of yourself. So let's get on in here, man. Go on and hit a like. Also let me know where you guys are from, where you live at, where you currently are on your journey of trying to get to that next level. Let me know. Let me know. And y'all already know, man. We coming for everything that's due to us in 2026. You already know. We coming for it all. We ain't playing no games. We gonna do what we need to do to handle our business. So, man, let's jump right into it, right? What are we talking about today? Well, today we're gonna kind of combine two pillars, right? We're gonna combine kind of the financial pillar and the personal development pillar, right? We're gonna combine those two pillars a little bit because one thing that I'm realizing is we spend so much time analyzing stock charts, real estate trends, interest rates, but we often forget the one asset that has the highest potential for growth, right? Ourselves. So today we're gonna talk about how finances and personal development cross. We're shifting gears from, that external wealth to internal growth. Whether you're trying to survive the high cost of living, huh, hey man, we already know it's crazy. Are you trying to break into the next tax bracket? Hey man, a lot of us is trying to do that. One thing that you have to make sure that you're thinking about is your personal development because it's the engine that makes everything possible, right? We have to start making sure that we're developing ourselves and making sure that we're growing and becoming the best version of ourselves because that's going to help a lot of things come into play. I personally think this is that asset that pays you more than the S&P 500. You know what I'm saying? The stock market, real estate, whatever your game is. So you have to you have to start developing yourself when it comes to getting to that next level. We have to kind of shift the focus to personal development equals wealth as well, right? We want that financial pillar. We want to continue to get to the next level, right? But we have to understand that we have to develop ourselves. We have to work on ourselves, right? So what am I talking about? ROI on skills, of skills, career compounding is something that I like. Let's look at some of the math. One of the big parts of the math is you spend $500 for a course, you spend $1,000 for a certificate, which could also lead to a $20,000 salary increase, right? $500 course, $1,000 certificate, $20,000 salary increase. Sometimes we look at that investment in ourselves as I can't do it, I don't have the money, and not thinking of the bigger picture. Because this isn't just about learning, right? You getting, that course or that certification. This is about how you're an investment in yourself. Skills compound just like interest over 30 years, and it helps you get to the next level, right? So this becomes quote unquote your brokerage account when you start to think about how you can personally level yourself up. So then, excuse me, one thing that you can definitely think about, right, when it comes to your finance, this becomes your internal bank account, right? Depositing into yourself, right? Some of the skills that you need to fix your mindset, building, growing. You know what I'm saying? Treat that your mindset like your bank account. You're steady putting in deposits to help you get to that next level. If you don't feel wealthy or capable internally, you'll likely sabotage your external gains. You have to build the mental infrastructure to handle the money you want to make, right? You have to. You have to. You have to. You have to work on developing yourself. A lot of people forget about themselves and why they need to do this. It's very, very important. It's extremely important for you to do it. You have to start thinking from the mindset of, if I invest in myself, I begin to grow. I begin to become this great, asset of my life. As my mind grows, my mental, grows, it becomes better. So, what else you want to make sure that you're doing? You want to make sure that as you build internally, right, that it's helping you get to the next level financially. So you have to create a strategy. One thing that we don't want to do is just be willy-nilly just doing stuff just because it looks good or sounds good, right? We have to make sure that we create a plan that gets us to the level that we want to excel in, right? So for instance, if you're currently working on a job and you're meeting with, your supervisor or leadership, and they're telling you that you need to, advance your leadership skills. I think that if your job isn't going to make that investment on building your leadership skills out, maybe that's something that you should look at, because it's going to ultimately help you, get to that next level. So make sure that just like you pay your bills, it's like paying yourself. Just like we talk about saving, this is like investing in that savings bank account internally for you, your personal development, right? So we got to make sure that we're doing it. Which then, what kind of happens from there? It builds out dividends, right? You start to build out dividends in your life and making improvements and start to expand. This is something that people need to really start to think about and make sure that you're handling your business on. It's easy work, easy work, easy work. One thing that I know, the access to information and opportunities often happens behind closed doors. You have to work on this here, right? So whether that's in the personal development space of taking that course, right? Getting that certificate. Also, what am I talking about? You may want to join a Toastmasters. You may want to join the Chamber of Commerce. You may want to start to build out your circle. Build out your circle. Build out the people that you're around. Build out the people that you talk to consistently. So that way, also personally, you grow. Think about it, right? If you're around go-getters and doers, what's that typically going to make you? A go-getter and a doer. It's going to make you want to expand your mind, right? This is all investing in you on a simple, basic level. So how are you developing yourself personally, right? Got to make sure that you're doing it. Got to make sure that you're doing it. Don't just talk about it. Be about it. You feel me? Don't just talk about it. You got to be about it. It's super simple. So, what are we trying to do? We need to look at our lives where we currently are, right? And see what we need to develop internally, the internal bank account. What skills do we need to develop to help get us to that next level financially? And this is why I say the pillars are crossing here. I'm introducing another one, the personal development, how that impacts your financials. Get that cert, right? Take that class. Go to that seminar. Whatever it is that you need to do to start forward thinking on your personal development to make you more marketable out here in these streets, you need to start doing it. You need to also set aside monies. I will probably set around 3 to 5% into like a growth fund, I like to call, for your personal development. And this is where you can use it for the things that we're talking about here, that certification, that course, books. It could be books, seminars, coaching, all the things that's going to help you, develop personally. One thing I need you to remember: you are the engine. Keep the engine tuned, and the wealth will follow. You have to continue to develop yourself. You have to continue to grow. If you're not doing that, then it's going to be an issue. We know how expensive life can be. It's extremely expensive, especially now, right? This generation, you cooked. You cooked. You cooked if you don't start developing yourself. There's no way now, the way things are, that you're going to be able to just graduate high school and just get a job and live like grandparents, especially depending on your age. Grandparents, for sure, or your parents, were able to live just with a high school grad, just developing yourself, going to high school, graduating, getting a job, because we know factory is no longer part of what it is. Factory's going, that industrial age is done. So you're going to definitely have to get certifications. You're going to have to take courses to continue to build out. If you aren't upgrading your skills to match the rising cost, you're essentially falling behind every single month. You have to develop yourself. You have to build skills. You have to grow. If you're not, it's going to be a struggle for you. I don't even know how to say it any other way. You cooked. You cooked. You have to develop yourself. Now, if you need help with that, of course, you can always hit me up. You can go to www.gentlemanscouncil.com. Click on the link in the service tab. You need a consultation? Boom. Hit it. I'm here for you. You're going to contact me. I'll set you up. If not me, somebody. Like, I think that everyone needs a coach. I have a coach. The accountability is key. When you want to achieve your goals, having someone help you and guide you through that process, and not only that, creating a structure to keep you with your eyes on the prize, is always a great thing. I'm here to help you. If you need it, I'm here to help you. As always, man, make sure to like, subscribe, share my videos, man. If there's anything that you want me to dig deep into, let me know. Leave me a comment. Always, you can hit me up. And as I start, I like to finish. We coming for everything that they said was for us. We always coming for everything that's for us. Till the next time, man, keep goal chasing, keep handling your business, and keep developing yourself. Peace.